Hi, and welcome back to Musicians Edition Practice with me for alto saxophone. It's the holiday season, so today we're going to work on Christmas Time is Here from A Charlie Brown Christmas. All right, so this arrangement is a little bit more on the easier side. We have an easy key signature. Take a look at our key signature. What do we have? F sharp and C sharp, which is very comfortable for us alto saxophonists, right? Yes, it is. Take a look at our time signature. What do we have? 3, 4. So that's a nice waltz. Nothing complicated though, okay? We do have some measures of rest, okay? There is a piano part to this. We're getting this arrangement from MuseScore, which is free down below in the link. If you want to print it, then I think you need to subscribe, but you can just read it off your computer screen too if you want. Whatever you find is easiest and whatever you want to do. No one's forcing you to do anything. But anyway, there is piano in the beginning, right? So we're going to come in section A. So why don't we go ahead, let's take a quick look, see what is happening in this piece, if there's accidentals, difficult rhythms, anything like that. Real quick. All right, so that's it. Now let's go ahead and sight read this. Alrighty, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, excellent job. So not too difficult, but there are a little bit of change ups.
This lesson is brought to you by the Musicians Edition practice book. Make goals and keep track of progress throughout the whole year. When you're done with this video lesson, don't forget to mark this practice time in your Musicians Edition practice book. Now back to the video.
A lot of repetitiveness too, so that makes it really easy. So let's break this down in case there are parts you were confused about or need help with. So taking a look at section A to B, I guess we'll break it down section by section, okay? So the harder part of this, honestly, is just getting that C sharp. Be confident with those high notes, okay? It is marked mezzo forte throughout the whole piece, though I would disagree, and there's a lot of space for your own expressiveness, and a good way to do that is by adding in your own dynamics and vibratos. But anyhow, so C sharp, nothing, even with the high. And a lot of people, they get kind of nervous in the higher register and they clamp down hard. So make sure you're not clamping down, nice and relaxed. And though this note does have a tendency to get out of tune very easily, so if you're one of those people, it helps if you grab a tuner just to kind of practice getting that high C sharp in tune. I don't have my tuner on me today right now, but that's how you would practice it at home. Okay, and so we have F sharps too. You do have to pay attention to that 8th rest as well at the end. Just come off it just a hair, okay? Not enough for you to take like a big deep breath or anything, because this is only going 78 beats per minute, so it's not overly fast. Yeah, you know, it's a little little bit on the slower side. Okay, so let's just do section A. We'll take it down a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3. All right, so you can tell there's a lot of repetitiveness. So if you just nail certain sections, you nail a good hunk of the piece. That's a lot of it, just right there, and measure A and then the following measure. Okay, that's a huge hunk of this. So just watch that and then watch the rhythms. Da 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 da. Okay, and like I said, you can really make this expressive by changing the dynamics and adding vibrato. Da 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 da. Right? So make it expressive, make it fun, and that is what makes it fun, is putting those dynamics in, especially when they're not marked. You're so free to do as you please. And since this is more of like a solo, you are free to make it expressive and beautiful like that. Okay, now let's take a look at section B. There's a little bit of difference here in B, so you can see we have an F natural marked instead. Rhythms are still pretty well the same. Still F natural again. Then we're going to go back to F sharp, and you might be asking, why is that sharp in parentheses? Well, it's not telling us to double sharp, it's reminding us now we're going back to sharps. Because many times we get so used to seeing one thing, especially beginners, like, oh, we switched over to an F natural. Our brains want to switch that all Fs are natural, but that's not true. So that sharp in parentheses is to remind us to play F sharp here. So we're going back to F sharp. Okay, then it remains F sharp because that's what's on our key signature. Okay, and then it just kind of works its way. It works its way down a little bit. Back up to that F sharp. And then we go back to pretty much what we know. Right? Yeah, because we're hitting at C now. So it hits us right back to what we know. So now let's play section B a little bit slower. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. There's a little bit of difference, I guess, in rhythm too. So it might help to count it out. So like if we go 1, 2, 3, 4 measures before C, right, where it has the reminder of F sharp. 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2, 3. Okay, so just mark that in. Clap it out a little bit, whatever you need to do, okay? And then don't forget your ties in there too. All right, I think we're ready to do C to the end there. This is very similar. It might be pretty much the same thing as A. Either very similar or it's the same. They could have just marked it ABA sequence, but either way, let's play C section much slower now. 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. So second to last measure, we do have the ritardando. A little hard for us to do here in this lesson, but you might need to listen to the piano accompaniment because they might slow down. Or if you have a pianist of your own, you guys can slow down together as well. And then at the end, we have the fermata. So it would just be kind of, that one would be more if you did play with somebody else. I think you might hold that out on your own. If you hold that out on your own, I don't remember the pianist part right off the bat, but you might be holding that out for as long as you want. As long as you want. I think that's how it is. All right, so now I think we're ready to just play the whole thing again. It's a pretty easy piece. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, excellent job. So if any of that was still hard, what you need to do is just take your time, slow it down, work out those sections that you struggled with, and then bring it up to tempo. If you were good here, I think it's time for you to just click that link below, play along to the piano part, and then you got this. Excellent work. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know in the comments. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit like, notify, and subscribe so you don't miss any of our practices. Thanks for joining, and until next time.